Hi everyone, welcome back to Level Up with Dawn. Today we're going to be talking about how to manage your day-to-day 9 to 5 in order to have thriving side hustles. Okay, now this is a video that I have needed for a while, and I've been stumbling my way through, and I hope it hasn't been the same for you guys. But especially with the journey that I'm embarking in 2022, I needed to solidify the things that have made my life easier in my 9 to 5 job so that I can have side hustles that are actually growing and thriving and operating the way that I need them to be in order for me to generate wealth for myself and future generations. So the first step that you need to do is to set your priorities. Obviously, your 9 to 5, and I'm saying 9 to 5 because it's just the most accessible language to me. I don't know when you guys work, you know when you work, but I'm talking about that work. Obviously, your 9 to 5 comes first, but then you have your hobbies, you have your side hustles, you have maybe your children's hobbies, and then you also have maybe you're studying on top of all of that, right? Because we also do things to level ourselves up in our 9 to 5s. You need to set clear priorities, knowing this is the most important, then comes education, or then comes making sure I make it to all of my children's sports, or then comes me working, spending an extra 2 hours on my side hustle every week, so that you know that any extra time that you have, you already know where it should first go if it's not going to your 9 to 5. The second thing that you need to do is to automate and template. So when it comes to your 9 to 5, if your job has any deliverables that are standard in nature, so maybe they have a standard template, or maybe you know that it happens periodically, you need to automate those things. So for example, I have a document that needs to be populated once a year for all of the clients that I work with, but there's aspects of that document that I can already populate now, and then other aspects of that document can only be populated at the time that the document is actually required. So I'm going to be going through all of my clients, creating a template for that document, and pre-populating for all of my clients what I already can populate, so that when I'm in the middle of the work year and this thing comes up, I already have a half completed document there, and it's not going to take me as long to complete it, and then I can move on to more pressing tasks that require my attention. The third tip that I have is to schedule everything that you can. So, and also schedule in different ways. So you have I would suggest a wall planner, a yearly planner for your wall. I would suggest a diary, whether it be a physical one or whether it be a electronic one, a digital one. So I have all three. I have a yearly planner. In this yearly planner, I schedule out, or I write down all of the major deliverables that I know are coming. So because let's say I'm going to be studying next year, I know that there are certain exams that I'm going to have to take, and those exams, there's a deadline for applying that exam, there's a deadline for paying for that exam, there's a deadline for there's a time frame in which that exam is going to take place. So what I first do is I put in all those deadlines, I put in the time frame where the exam is expected to take place, and then after that I put in a time where I should have covered all the material for that exam. So yes, it's important to see where your finish line is, but you don't want to only finish at your finish line. You don't want to be, especially when it comes to professional exams or when it comes to exams from school, you do not want to be preparing at the last minute, especially if you're also working at the same time, if you're also running a business at the same time. So whatever big deliverables, deadlines, tests, whatever it is, schedule them beforehand, put them on your wall so that you can see what you're working with. Then if you need to study for those things, or if you need to prepare a document for those things, put in your diary or put in your wall planner when you want to be done with that thing. Because when it comes to it, you cannot afford to have surprises in the form of exams or surprises in the form of large reports that you need to submit. Those are huge things that probably affect how well you do at school or how well you do at work or how well your business does. So those deadlines are important to manage way up front. The last tip that I have is managing expectations. So in terms of your 9 to 5 job, there's not really any expectations for you to manage there, because my philosophy is your 9 to 5, especially if it's the main contributor to your income every month, there's no compromises there. Everything else has to fit around that. But having an idea of what your work life is going to demand of you and how you've helped to mitigate certain parts of it through your scheduling, through your templates, through your automation, then you are better able to manage expectations in terms of your side hustle and the goals that you set for it for that year. So knowing that maybe my work is going to be extra busy, I'm not going to feel like a failure if my revenues for my company have only increased a small percentage for that year, because I know where my focus was. And I can actually set goals for my side hustles and for my personal goals that match up with my schedule, match up with what I can realistically give to them to achieve those goals. So those are my tips for how I make my 9 to 5 work life better so that I can have thriving side hustles. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to invest in that subscribe button and deposit a like, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.